Hey guys, Ryan Earnhardt here from CreativeSoundLab.tv. Today we're checking out just kind of an unboxing, a first look at the SE Electronics Dynamite. Okay, so the Dynamite is a inline preamp. It uses phantom power to boost up a microphone signal for any passive microphones. That's actually key. It will not work for active ribbons or condensers, small diaphragms, large diaphragms, anything that needs phantom power. This will not pass on that phantom power. So this actually could be kind of a good thing if you're nervous about using a ribbon, or if you are using an interface that flips on phantom power for groups of 4 preamps at a time, then you don't have to worry about it. You can actually use one of these, boost that signal from the microphone, but also avoid turning on phantom power for that channel. Now the Dynamite is kind of new to the party here. We've had products like the Cloud Lifter, the Fethead. The Fethead actually has a product that's a Fethead Phantom, I think, and it passes on phantom power, which is kind of nice. Now this product is a little bit different because we're not necessarily trying to alter the impedance the microphone sees and interacts with. We're actually just trying to focus on good, clean gain and lots of it. You know, I've tried out the Cloud Lifter. I kind of thought that it made my microphone sound kind of funny. It was weird, you know. I cranked the dial, the tones changed for sure, but it almost didn't seem like the same preamp, and of course it wasn't. So I'll be curious to test this out and to see how close it gets. I mean, how transparent is this gain? So let's check it out and see how it sounds on a couple of different sources. This first experiment is me talking into an SM7B. I'm going to first set the gain with the preamp all the way down and the Dynamite plugged in and see about how much gain it gets me. Then I'm going to take out the Dynamite and connect the microphone back into the preamp just directly, and then try to match the gain. And that way you can see how far on the dial we have to turn up the preamp and also compare the noise. Okay, this is the SM7B. I'm just talking into the mic, and it just so happens that this Dynamite has enough gain that I don't have to use any gain on the preamp. So the preamp's actually as low as it can go. And this is at negative 18 or so. So without adding any gain from the preamp, which would add some noise, I'm able to just flip on phantom power and I have exactly the gain that I need for a speaking voice. If this were somebody singing into the mic, then I may have to use the pad on the preamp. Okay, this is without the Dynamite. So this is the same gain setting on the preamp, but without the Dynamite. So the gain on the built-in microphone preamp is about at 2 o'clock. So I went from all the way down to needing a gain setting of about 2 o'clock to match the gain of what I had before with the Dynamite. So this was just a test of how this thing actually works on a real-world interface, something that's, less than ideal. It's not a world-class preamp by any means, but this is what this product is designed to really help out. We have lots of podcasters and people like that are using the SM7B into microphone preamps that may not have enough gain. And this interface is a good example. Okay, so we've heard a couple dynamics. Let's check it out on a passive ribbon mic. Check 1, 2, check. Check. This is the R121 going into the Behringer interface. Now, a key thing about this product is lowering your noise. A lot of times we get less noise when we use really hot microphones, like a condenser mic. Because it's such a hot microphone, we don't have to crank up the preamp, and when we use less gain, we have less noise. So one thing that the manual did say is that for best results, put it right up close to the mic, if not touching the mic. So if it were the SM7B, it would almost be a part of the microphone stand. Now at first I thought, that seems kind of like a marketing thing, it's already bright red, and maybe they just want people to put it in plain sight, so it's like really visible, and it's like a marketing competitive thing. But I do think there's actually a technical advantage to doing this, and I think it's about the noise. If you have no opportunity for noise to get in between the microphone and the amplifier, the Dynamite, then it won't amplify any of that noise. So by putting the Dynamite close to the microphone, if not connected right into the microphone, we're able to be sure that there's no extra noise introduced just by the length of the cable. One good option would be to use like a heavy-duty mic cable, like the Mogami quad-core cable. Use a short length that'll get you down to the base of the stand and put the Dynamite there. That way it's not hanging on the end of like an SM58. That'd be kind of awkward to use, especially if it's handheld. So that way it gets it off the stand and onto the floor, but by using a good microphone cable and a short one at that, it still protects the signal as best as possible from any noise getting in there and then further being amplified. Of course, when I talk about this noise coming into a mic cable, this is all theoretical. It's probably not audible. Most of your noise issues are going to be coming from just turning up your preamp a lot. Okay, so I'd love to know what you think of this today. This was just a real quick test on a few different sources, but I think this is definitely handy. Again, the big difference here is that it's not going to change too much on the impedance. It's more about the gain and having clean gain. So it's not going to alter the sound of the microphone and how it interacts with the load on that mic. It's just going to give you gain and very low noise. So I think it really does a great job of that. So I'd love to know what you think of the tests and the experiments today. I'll be hanging out in the comments below.